According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off of the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways, because bees do not care what humans think is impossible. That's right. Bees don't care what we think is impossible. My name's KC, welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. So last episode, we built all of this. I felt like this area was a bit bland and I needed to spruce it up, so we made this vineyard, farm, and chicken coop, and these silos here, along with some custom trees. And off camera, I actually did what I said I was going to do this time, and I did a little bit more landscaping. Built some custom trees. I took some design inspiration from a YouTuber that I'm actually going to do a little bit of collaboration with soon. Spoilers, maybe. And I will have his YouTube link down in the description below. So I actually took inspiration from a YouTuber called Spy, I don't know how to say this and I'm gonna butcher it. I apologize. Spydao. It's S-P-Y-D-A-O. And I'll have the link in the description below, but I took inspiration from his shorts and I created a few more smaller custom trees than I normally do. And I just tested it out and I think they turned out pretty good. The way I run my Minecraft worlds is I will start a project, find an idea, start working towards that idea, and then I'll realize that I don't have the right materials. And then I'll run off, do whatever I can to get those materials, and then I'll have a really good idea. And this really good idea requires wax, because I need candles. But first things first, we need to build a bee farm. And in order to do that, I'm just going to build a little glass greenhouse to house all the bees. And I think this might be a little small, but I wanted to mark out a little bit more area, just in case I continued growing the landscaper and shrubbery, but I ended up stopping, so this really wasn't needed. But I have a cool idea on what I want to do for the bee greenhouse area thing. Okay, so the first thing I would like to do is set up the rises in the east, so northernmost wall, I guess. And to do that, I want to make a little bit of room so I have some room to not block it entirely, but I don't want to see into the greenhouse. Straight line of sight from that bridge. Trying to make it a little bit nicer on the eyes. And I'm going to use the same kind of block palette, mostly. Not entirely, because I'm not going to be using stone, I'm going to be using glass for this greenhouse, because that's what I think would make sense. So, first step that I would like to do is kind of just map out where I want the structure to be. And I want to use oak for this just because it kind of matches the rest of the theme of the farm. I want to use spruce and other woods over in the village area and the castle area. Okay, now that we've got the outline of it, I'm going to put in a little bit of a foundation, and I'm going to use a similar block palette, but I'm going to try and use some tough blocks to spruce it up a little bit. What I would like to do is kind of make it like a foresty greenhouse place where bees are flying around, but what's actually going to be happening is there's going to be like a staircase or something over here going to the actual bee farm underground. I don't like that. I do like that. Alright, so I got the main footprint of the building down, and I changed it just a little bit because I didn't think I'd have enough room to do the design that I want to do in the middle. But now comes the easy part. Spam glass everywhere. So the next thing I need to do is kind of do a little structural support on the outside. Start like this. And then I can do some trap doors similar to how you see on the other side. Like I want to do kind of like a double trapdoor, so it simulates a fence post, but it's more on the side of the block. Not sure if I'm making sense, but I'll show you. So it kind of simulates like it's like a fence, but it's not in the middle here. So I can do it there and here. And then I can fit one more here. And now for the actual fences, I can go on the side like that and in the corner here. And I think that might be a little crowded, but I think it looks good overall, because it kind of gives it like there's glass panes or whatnot in it. And I tried to do a little bit of design work on this on the sides. I just didn't really like what I was coming up with. Why is this chicken? Pay no attention to the chicken. I'll do a similar design on all of these. That, and I have it as a 4, so this will work for the whole design all the way around. So I'll just get right to that. Alright, so I finished the outside, and it's not the same on every little pillar thing, and it's bugging me a little bit, but I think it looks good enough because when you look out, you can kind of see a lot more with this design. And I want to do the inside before I do the roof, because my plan for this build, because it is going to be like a beehive area, is to do like a big tree. And I'm not sure if I want that to be the centerpiece or if I want to do like mini trees with the decorative hives, and then underneath we'll have a like auto bee farm area. I decided to go with the middle, as I talked about a little earlier, and I think it's coming out pretty decent. I'm just gonna kind of make it like a big tree, almost like those man-made ones you might see at the butterfly museum things. I don't know if anybody's been to that or any of those really, but maybe it's just me. I always get super like self-conscious of where I put these leaves, because I feel like it looks like almost too geometric sometimes. Like this bottom here, that's exactly what I was talking about. Okay, so I'm not gonna do like a hidden entrance, but this will be the tree that hides the entrance. It's gonna be around back here, and I want to put it right down there, and I'll have like a little ladder that goes down into there. You can't see it from the front. Okay, I'm good with that. And then I can put a bunch of flowers, and I'll put a couple of beehives in here, but not too many because I don't want to overpopulate it. Okay, so I've got everything kind of in place. I do now want to put in the beehives, and I think one would go good there. And now they can get out. I probably should have made the roof first. Oops. And then the other one, after I complete the roof, will go right here, and I'll get rid of this. But for now, I'm just going to leave that closed, and I'm going to go and finish the top of this so the bees can't get out that way. They can only come out here. Alright, so I want to start with kind of like a staircase here, I guess. And then I can go like that, and then here I'll go like this, and I'll go straight back, and then I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, perfect. And to cover up, or not cover up, but to make sure there's still some kind of structure, I will go like this all the way around. So I accidentally did not record the replay footage that I planned for this part of the video, and I didn't talk during the entire part of it because I wasn't planning on talking or doing any narration, so just kind of enjoy this first person build of the roof. And as the sun rises, I think I'm done with the outside. I might do a little bit of shrubbery on top, but I think that might be overdoing it. I kind of like the idea of like a clean greenhouse. You can see the bees buzzing along in there. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like from a distance. Now it's time to work on the interior. And I will just kind of... I can actually put this on the trees, which I didn't think about before, but now I am. So there we go. And now I need to bone meal. Okay, and I do not want tall grass here. And the other thing I don't want are these yellow dandelions. Now we can put in some river lilies, or lily of the valley, sorry. And we can also put in a few cornflowers, give it more color. Holy moly, we have a disco bee. Whoa. He dancing. Okay, so I've actually dug out a little area for our farm, and I'm not gonna decorate it yet. I want to build the farm out, and then we'll see what we can do with the area after we're done. And I'm gonna have two different sides. So I'm gonna have one side for the honeycomb, and then the other side I'm gonna have for the honey bottles, or the honey blocks eventually. But to start it off, I'm gonna do one module, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing, and then I'll do the other module. And I might actually expand this so it's not so crowded. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'll be right back when it's a little bit bigger of an area. Okay, so I've got it all dug out just a little bit more. So I'm gonna start off with our chest here. And I'm gonna go back with 8 hoppers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now that we've got all that done, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of rows of blocks down, and then I need some slabs as well, like that. Now I can go ahead and place my dispensers. Oops, I actually made a mistake with this. This does not need to be dispensers. This needs to be here like that. So I'm gonna have another block here, and then comparators all the way across on this row. Then another line of redstone there, and then blocks on top of all of these, and some more slabs. And from here, I just need to put some redstone there. Then I need to put another line of blocks there, and some more dust on top, like that. Now I can grab some dispensers, and go face down, like that. And now I think it's time for an enclosure. First, I'm gonna light up back here a little bit, just so nothing spawns. No lighting updates as well, so it doesn't lag out the server at all. Like that, and now I can grab some glass. We're gonna go all the way around here on a 2x1, and then on top. So now we can go ahead and add some grass and I forgot one more important step before doing that. You need to add flowers here and a door so you can kind of get in and out and the bees don't escape. So I'm going to go ahead and place one important step that I didn't mention when I was filming this video is do this at nighttime. If not, the bees will escape, and it's a pain to get out. Just take my word for it. And I know right now there's no bees right there, but in daytime there should be, and when I get enough flowers, I will breed them all up so that there's no reduced efficiency in the farm. So that's all finished, minus putting the shears in the top here, and I'll get to that in just a minute, but I want to work on the other side at the same time so we can be all done. Okay, so I was going to do some chores, trying to get more sand for everything, and a skeleton horse spawned, along with all of these annoying guys. So I just wanted to show that we got something, finally, in one of these thunderstorms. I'm not going to activate him right now, because I'm busy. Okay, so I've got the bee farms up and running for the most part. I've got a couple more bottles to fill on the honey side, but in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of interior decorating, just to spruce it up a little bit. Alright, I think I finished everything. A little cozy down here, but it gets the job done. I've got a good amount of honeycomb being made already, and a decent amount of honey, but I'm not going to need honey right now. I really made this farm for the honeycomb, which I'll be using in the next episode. And with that, I think I've got a pretty finished project in here. I'm going to do a little bit more decorating on the outside off camera, just because I find that's kind of boring. And I kind of like just doing it. It's my own little type of therapy. But with that, I think we're all done today. Thanks for tuning in, and peace.